Welcome back to Applied Algebra. We are moving on in Chapter 6, the Equations and Formula chapter, and in this specific section we are working with equations that have parentheses. We've just added a couple of rules to what we need to do. First, we want to make sure we remove the parentheses. Second, we'll go ahead and combine like terms, and then third, we'll work our order of operations backwards, just as we did in 6.1 and 6.2. So in example 1, we see one set of parentheses. There's nothing written in front of it except for the negative sign. There is an invisible 1 there, so to start it, we're going to distribute the negative 1. So we still have the 6a, that doesn't change. Negative 1 times 4a is negative 4a. Negative 1 times 5 is negative 5, and that does equal 9. We'll go ahead and do 6a minus 4a. Those are combining our like terms. 6a minus 4a is 2a. Brought down the negative 5 and the 9. Now we're going to move things around and follow our order of operations backwards. So we're going to do any adding and subtracting first. I'm going to add 5 so that I combine those that are like terms. 9 plus 5 is 14. And then last but not least, we're going to divide by 2. And we get a equals 7. Just like previous sections, you can go ahead and plug 7 back in and see if you get the right answer. I'm going to let you do that instead of taking time in the video. Number 2 has one parenthesis as well. It's just placed in a different position. Still go ahead and do the distributive property first. 3 times 6m is 18m. 3 times negative 7 is negative 21. We still have the minus 24 and the negative 2. Those parts did not change. The like terms here are negative 21 minus 24. That gives us negative 45. Bring down the 18m, the equals, and the negative 2. We'll start moving things. So I'm going to add 45 first. We always add and subtract first when we're solving. We end up with 18m. Negative 2 plus 45 is 43. We're going to go ahead and do our division. 43 is a prime number. It is not divisible by anything, so you can just leave your answer as 43 over 18. You could change it into a mixed number. 18 goes into 43 twice. That's 36, so that'd be 7 over 18. Or you can make it into a decimal as long as you could tell me the exact one. Example 3 actually has 2 sets of parentheses. We just do them both. We don't do the process any different. We just have to do it multiple times. So I'm going to do 4 times 3x and then again times 8. 4 times 3x is 12x. 4 times 8 is 32. I'm going to bring down the equals and the 24. 3 times 5x is 15x. 3 times 3 is 9. So now we're going to go ahead and combine like terms on one side. There's nothing to combine on the 12x plus 32, but on the other side we do have a 24 and a 9 that we can combine. I'm going to bring down the 15x actually first. Now 24 plus 9 gives us 33. So as in the previous section, we're going to combine our variables on each side so that they're on one side. Possible, keep your x's positive or your variables positive. So I'm going to subtract the 12x so that I can keep them positive. I end up with 32. 15 minus 12 is 3. Now I'm going to go ahead and move my 33. Move over here because I'm out of room. 32 minus 3 is negative 1. Last step is to get that 3 out from with the x, so we'll divide both sides by 3. X is negative 1/3. Okay, in the next section, next example, we actually have 3 parentheses. Again, it doesn't mean we do anything different. We just do it multiple times. 3 times 8 is 24y. 3 times negative 7 is negative 21. Negative 22 times 1 is negative 22y. Negative 22 times 2 is negative 44. Bring down the 49 and the equals. Negative 8 times 10y is minus 80y. Negative 8 times 5 is negative 40. So I've gotten rid of all parentheses. Now we're going to see about combining like terms. The 24y and the negative 22y go together. Negative 21 and negative 44 are like terms. So everything on the left is together. On the right, I only have, those are the only y's. 49 minus 40 are my only constants. So now I have all my like terms together. To keep my y's positive, I should add my 80 y's. Two y plus 80y is 82y. I'll move my 65 by adding it. I'm going to come right here. 82y equals 65 plus 9 is 74. Go ahead and divide both sides by 82. 74 over 82. It's not a whole number. They're both divisible by 2. That would give me 37 over 41. Okay, last one only has 2 sets of parentheses. And as I'm working through these, the key is just to keep track of what's the same and what's not, combine like terms, and not to lose the signs. So we'll go ahead and do this last one together. I'm going to multiply the 25 by the 4 and the negative 3x. This 25x just comes down. 25 times 4, that's 100. 25 times negative 3x is negative 75x. The 8 doesn't change. Bring the equals, the 5, the minus x down. Only things I'm changing is if they are multiplying by a parentheses. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times negative 4 is negative 24x. So now we're going to go through and find like terms. I have 25x minus 75x, so I have negative 50x. I have 100 plus 8, or plus 108. On this side, I have a negative x and a negative 24x for negative 25x. I have 5 plus 18, so I have 23. Go ahead and move our x's first. I'm going to go ahead and add the 50x. That'll turn all of my x's into positives. So I have 108 equals 25x plus 23. Go ahead and move our 23 to get our constants all on the left. 108 minus 23 is 85. And the last thing we'll do is move the 25. So we're going to divide by 25. 85 divided by 25 should turn out to be a decent decimal, and it gives me 3.4. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I didn't do any checking in this video. You can do all that yourself. If you have trouble with this section, please let me know. Send me an email, and I'll do what I can to help you. Have a good day.